Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another day of racing. Sunday racing is on. Yes, Sunday racing is on. And as you know, Sunday racing is what you call the outers day. Yes, man, a lot of outers normally turn up. So let us see if we can find some outers and make some money. First race, 3-year-old and up, optional claiming 500 to 400, 6-year-olds and up, non-winners of 4. I boil it down to six of them. Number 3, take a punt. 4, turn on the light. 8, high diplomacy. 10, casual peach. 11, E&I links. 6, heroin. Take a punt has been running, but just not getting his head in front. Since that last disqualification, took a little break. The last time take a punt ran was on February 23rd. We haven't seen take a punt since. However, on the 24th of the 2nd, take a punt gallop 3 furlong in 36-3 by 108.2. So that's not a bad work. Take a punt will run well tomorrow. 4, turn on the lights. Yes, turn on the lights. I've been running quite well. Was beaten by Let Him Fly. I do expect another good run from Take a Punt. Sorry, from Turn on the Light once more. Heroin, this horse dropped down the claiming ladder from $1 million to 500,000. Heroin has some speed, and if heroin is left unmolested, could cause some anxious moment. But I don't expect heroin to see out 7 furlong. Yes, I don't see heroin staying 7 furlong. High diplomacy. This horse has been running. They have changed several different jockeys. They are now called for Dane Dawkins to ride. Watch out for high diplomacy. This horse will run well also. My idea of the winner is Casual Peach. Yes, Casual Peach. The last time Casual Peach run, she was beaten by Let Him Fly. She finished second by 4.5. In fact, Casual Peach was chasing Let Him Fly all the way. This horse came back and worked 4:49 pull up in a minute 4. Works alongside Smart Player. And also have a pace work here. 6 furlong 127. I think Casual Peach is the horse to beat. And on the outside we have E&I links rounding into some form. This one also dropped down the claiming ladder. I expect a good run from E&I links. But my firm choice in the first race, very competitive, number 10, Casual Peach, to get the better of High Diplomacy. For third, Take a Punt. And for fourth, E&I links, rounding off your high 5, Turn on the Lights, Heroin. But as I said, any of these 6 horses can win this race. So you'll want to start your pick 6 on a high. So go very wide in this first race. But my firm choice is Casual Peach. Yes, I'm looking for outers, and this horse is working very well, so I'm going with Casual Peach, horse number 10. Moving on to race number 2. 5-year-olds and up, optional claiming, 5.5 furlongs. This is a very poor race, and I'm not going to waste much time here. Mr. Linders is the horse to beat. Based on back class, this horse has been beaten by Storm Valley twice. They call back for Radish Roman, and I think Mr. Linders should last home at the expense of ZI with Shane Ellis. This horse doesn't have much early speed, so ZI will be running on. There's a possibility that ZI can catch Mr. Linders because Mr. Linders is not 100% sound. However, I think even if Mr. Linders comes in with 75 or 80% sound, Mr. Linders should beat these. This is a very poor field. So my firm choice in the second race is horse number 7, Mr. Linders, to get the better of number 6, ZI. For your trifecta, Sir Ganga Jamuna, horse number 4, or number 3, or horse number 3, he used me. Goodbye. Moving on to race 3. Now, this race is very competitive, and there are a lot of variables in this race. However, I boil it down to 4 of them. It may look like a 2-horse race, but I am not going in that direction. 1, Giovanni. 2, Teflon Don, not leaving out Teflon Don. 3, Captain Sparrow. And 4, Fred the Master. Now, the manner in which Fred the Master is working, you could safely say Fred the Master is a banker. Look at the exercise speed. 5.5 in 106, pull up in a minute 3. Then on the 16th, 6 furlong in 1:14.1 ridden. So that's a very good work. And the last time Fred the Master ran, Fred the Master won by 4.5 lengths. Easy, beating the likes of Gervano. However, Fred the Master, going up in class now, will be racing in non-winners of 4 for the very first time. In fact, Fred the Master skipped non-winners of 3 and is now racing in non-winners of 4. Also, Gervano has skipped non-winners of 3 and is now racing in non-winners of 4. But look at Teflon Don. This horse has been running at the non-winners of 4 for the last 7 outing and has been doing very well. 3rd by 4.5, 7th by 7.5, 5th by 7.5. She won by length and a half, then finished 7th by 7.25, and then 2nd by a length after walking out the box behind. She's that girl. Teflon Don is a very dangerous horse, and I would not be surprised if Teflon Don beats the other 2 stable companions. Captain Sparrow took a little break. Last time Captain Sparrow ran was in December when he won by 6.25 lengths, beating Mac and Rome. Mac and Rome is still present here. But the fact that Captain Sparrow hasn't raced since December. I think Captain Sparrow might need the run. However, I have to make a choice. And I'm going to go with Fred the Master, based on the work that Fred the Master is putting in. But I am not leaving Gervano and I'm not leaving Teflon. As a matter of fact, I want to tip Teflon as my top choice. But I'm going to go with Fred the Master, because my assessment is that is how the horses work. That's what I use to decide my first choice. Even though Teflon Dan works 36.3, that's not a bad work for 3 furlong gallop. But handicap is in Fred the Master favor. And as such, I'm going to make number 4 my top choice. Fred the Master to beat number 2, Teflon Dan. Gervano for 3rd. Captain Sparrow, number 3, for 4th. 4th race. This race is a very poor race. Any of these horses can win this race. However, I'm going to stick with just 2 horses here. Number 1, Impressing the Breeze. And the horse on the outside, horse number 8, Medal Award. Impress the Breeze last time finished 5th by 4 lengths, beaten by Double Cash, She Who Has No Name. She Who Has No Name is present here, but I think She Who Has No Name is a short runner. She got caught on the line trying to steal a match on February 23rd when she was beaten by the same Double Cash, Omar Simpson. They have changed the jockey now, and Raman Napier is on board. I expect Show Me the No Name, She Who Has No Name, sorry, to lead. However, Impressing the Breeze, I believe, will catch this 5-year-old mare. If Impressing the Breeze doesn't turn up, look no further than Medal Award to catch She Who Has No Name. So my firm choice in race number 4 is Impressing the Breeze to beat horse number 8, Medal Award. For 3rd, number 7, She Who Has No Name. And for 4th, Run Georgia Run. Moving on to race 5. This is a 3-year-old and optional claiming 700 to 600. 6-year-olds and up, non-winners of 4. I think Bugatti got an easy task here based on the class and the company that Bugatti kept over the last couple of races. I think this is the horse to beat. In fact, this is the easiest race that Bugatti has gotten in a long time. So I don't see anyone beating Bugatti here. However, I'm gonna stick with Bugatti, but I'm gonna give you 4 other horses who might have a chance if Bugatti doesn't turn up. And the other 4 horses, number 1, Brinks, Magical Mood, number 4, Fearless Attack, Rosa the Warrior. Fearless Attack, this horse I guess has some problem because Jason basically dropped this horse to Cleveland Company. after look promising on his first 3 occasions. Won his first 2 races. In fact, the first race that the horse won by 12 lengths, beating the likes of Bold Shadow and Midnight Flight. And you see what Midnight Flight came back and won a few races. So if Fearless Attack is sound and fit enough, then this horse should give Bugatti something to think about. So pick 6 players. Bugatti is the horse to beat, but don't leave Fearless Attack. And for your high 5 superfecta, Rosa the Warrior, Exotic Light, Magical Mood, and Brinks. But my firm choice is horse number 2, Bugatti. Moving on to race 6. And this is another competitive race. However, I boils it down to 4 of them. 2 Tiger Immediate, 6 Propellant, 9 Lion Charmer, 10 Final Load. On paper, Propellant looks like a banker. Yes, this horse won by 11 lengths. Easy. At the non-winners of 3 level. Stepped up to non-winners of 4. Propellant will run well again with the Canterman. However, my idea of the winner is horse number 2, Tiger Amida. Shane Ellis opted off Tiger Amida to ride Propellant. However, Tiger Amida on the 16th of the 3rd, this horse worked 5.5 in 109.2, pull up in a minute 2 and 3. And I also have a 4 furlong gallop 51 flat. This horse walks out the box, ending up second by 3.25 lengths to Miss Empress Lynx. And if you look at that race was very quick. 35-2, 47-1, 59-4. I expect Tiger and me that to just held off the early fraction and should last home. Should get the better of Propellant. Lion Charmer will come running on. Horse number 9. So too Final Load will up there in the mix. But I think Tiger and me that will prove stronger of the 4. Race 7. This race, there are some newcomers and they are working very well. So I would advise that you choose wisely. For those that have already seen, horse number 9, Brompton Boy, has finished 3rd by 10 lengths. Came back and worked 49-1. But I'm boiling it down to 3 horse. 2 Summer Palace, 3 Prolific Prince, and number 4 Boss Man. Yes, Summer Palace, this horse have been working well. 3 furlong 36-1, 4 furlong 47, 2 by 101. Came back on the 8th, 4 furlong 47-4, 5.5 in 108-4. Yes, I think Summer Palace is the horse to beat. And I am going with horse number 2, Summer Palace, to beat Boss Man. Then Prolific Prince with the Canterman. And for 4th, horse number 9, Brompton Boy. Race 8. This race, I will not waste much time. I think Mahogany is the class horse. Most of these horses are overnight allowance horses. and for Mahogany to drop down to overnight allowance, I think this horse should win this race quite easily. Although Mahogany hasn't raced since August of last year, when he won by 6.5 lengths easy, beating Easy as ABC and Talita. Got well needed rest, and I think Mahogany, as the class horse, is going to win this race very far. For second, Neo Star, horse number 6. For third, I'm going to go with Divine Force. And for your high five superfecta, don't leave out horse number 1, California Gold, horse number 3, Mr. Senator, horse number 5, Cookie Day and Night, and on the outside, Rainsville for your high five superfecta. So all you have to do is the wheel Mahogany on top, and you should catch the superfecta high five. Moving on to race number 9, and I boil this race down to 2 horses. Horse number 5, Unspun, and on the outside, horse number 10, Mojito. Based on back class, Mojito looks like the ideal winner here. However, again, Mojito hasn't raced since December 7th. That is roughly 3 months. He's working well, 5.5 in 107, pull up in a minute 3. However, a fit looking Unspun. Yes, this horse, fit looking Unspun. This horse works 114 flat for 6 furlong, pull up in a minute. And this horse was beaten by Wall Street Trader and Sheer Delight. Prior to that, Unspun beat Ride All Day and Unruly Move. They have changed the jockey now, and they have called for Robert Halladine. They are replacing Mandim with Hardball Halladine. And I think Unspun will beat Mojito. For third, Allegiance. For fourth, Power from Above. Press Conference. For fifth, Sunny T and Chippy. You could slide Sunny T and Chippy and Sistine Treasure in I5 for those who likes to purchase I5 and superfecta. The 10th and final, this is a very competitive race, and I'm going with 5 horses. Yes, 5 of them. 1, Princess Catalina. 4, Hail the Queen. 7, Awesome Line. 9, Rock Them. 10, Social Mischief. And I'm gonna slide in Tornado Steel also. Yes, I'm not gonna leave Tornado Steel. Most of these horses came out of the same race the last time. They were beaten by Irish Wish. 1, Princess Catalina. Princess Catalina finished 6 by 4.25. Awesome Lion was in that race, finished 4th by 3 lengths. Social Mischief finished 5th by 3.25. And Tornado Steel finished 3rd by 2 lengths. However, I think Tornado Steel is a very short runner, and I think Tornado Steel will be caught somewhere. Hail the Queen. No one knows how good this horse is. This horse released the maiden tag, won by 5 lengths. Didn't beat much on that day. Came back, worked 49.3. I would not leave Hail the Queen. However, the horse I love in this race is Social Mischief. Yes, Social Mischief is the horse. And this is my bet of the day in the night pan. Social Mischief with Dane Dawkins. Yes, horse number 10. I'm gonna go with Social Mischief to beat Awesome Line. Horse number 7. Rock Them for 3rd. Hail Queen for 4th. Princess Catalina and Tornado Steel. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, Sunday racing is what you call the Outers Day. So, I hope I was in a position to spot a few outers. Best of luck. See you at the races.